Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Coop. Yeah, yeah, we're back. We're back. We're back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. You're kind. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so kind. All right. All right. Hey guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Rocking the Adidas suit. I got Nike socks on. I don't care. But we're gonna roll with the Adidas outfit today, okay? But hi, my gosh, we're back. Um, welcome, 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 welcome. Um, welcome back to Brown Chair. Woo, 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 woo. Um, yes, welcome back to another episode of Brown Chair. We are on episode 5. Okay, we've made it to episode 5. Okay. Um, if you haven't seen the last episode, link is in my bio, as well as the YouTube link to watch the full episode. Um, yeah. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Started a new week, even though I always thought it was really Sunday, but that's debatable. Um, yeah, happy Monday. Happy start to the new week. It is a new week. Um, yeah, new blessings, new lessons, chance to get it right. This is, mm-hmm, it's a new week. Started off good. Amen. All right. So let's just um let's just dive in. So this episode we are going to be talking about um the whole caresha, JT, Diddy, Saucy Santana, all of that. Um, uh, she released the new episode to Caresha Please. um, I still have to watch the full thing. Haven't watched the full thing yet, but um, yeah. So first and foremost, like let's really get into this tea, okay? Because I've been seeing like online, like so many people debating back and forth, arguing with each other. I don't know why, but
A few moments later.
when you get into the industry and you're coming in with, you know, whether it's a friend or friends plural, I'm not saying that it's going to end, but I'd say there's about a good 70% chance that you was friends before the industry, and in the industry, he ain't friends now. I tell you that. The enemy pits you against your own people, but honestly, I blame the people because you should never let something like that come in between, you know, friendship, relationship, family. You shouldn't allow the industry to like tear y'all apart, divide y'all, and separate and do all of that. It never made sense to me, but you know, to each his own. Um, so that whole thing, so like let's like really go back. So okay, we all know that JT was in jail for scamming. We got that. Um, and I believe they had just signed to QC before she, you know, I believe she turned herself in. Um, so then I see like so many comments about like, J Carisha, Carisha, please. Yo, that never leaves my head, yo. Um, but yeah, I see so many comments about that. About some people feel like Carisha, held the City Girls down. Why? While JT did her bid. Um, bid is a bid like a certain amount of years, or no? I think a bid is just doing jail time. Whatever. Either way, she did her jail time. Carisha was out here. Some people say she was holding the group down. Others would say she was fulfilling her contract because that's what she had to do. I mean, they're not wrong. I feel like there's really no right or wrong answer with that because at the end of the day, I mean, when you sign to a contract, you got to do your job. It's a job. So you have no choice but to do it. But I mean, initially, at the end of the day, in my opinion, she was doing her job because she had a contract to fulfill, but she also did hold JT down while she was in jail. Now, I don't know what went on personally behind closed doors because I'm not around. That ain't my business. But from the outside looking in, from the public standpoint, which is the rest of y'all, she held JT down. She pretty much had everyone screaming "Free JT." You know, JT built her fan base right along with Miami um, during her time in jail. Like she wrote her verses and stuff while she was in jail. She was submitting stuff while she was in jail. So like, she, they both, so they, I feel like they both held the group down with her being in jail. As far as like appearances, public, getting the group to where it needs to be, I would say that Carisha held it down in that aspect because JT couldn't do it. Clearly, she was in jail. Um, okay, she got home. Um, time went on. You know, I'm just. I want to say this because I know a lot of people be forgetting like certain things, and y'all just be believing what y'all want to believe. I mean, at the end of the day, none of us really knows the truth. It's really just a bunch of speculation, if we be honest. Um, and I'm not about to be TMZ or Wendy or none of that. So, um, yeah, she got out. You know, the group was going up. They were doing good. Okay. I want everyone to know, and like Carisha said this before. She never really liked music. The whole music thing was never really her. She would do the music, but it was never really her. It was more of JT's thing than hers. Um, she said before that like she did this really in support of her friend because this was her friend's passion. This is what her friend wanted, so she did it. Um, I don't know if y'all remember in the second episode. I think it was the second episode of Carisha Please. Um, when her, Saucy, and JT all sat down, and Carisha did say that she's always told JT to go solo, like put yourself out there and really go solo. Because at the end of the day, if we're being honest, JT don't really need Carisha for her career to skyrocket, and that's pretty evident. Um, I just think that JT was nervous and scared of how she would be perceived from the general public, y'all, me, being a solo artist. And everyone has their doubts, and I'm pretty sure she had her doubts as to whether, she could make it as like a solo. And honestly, I feel like she's doing just fine. I honestly feel like she could have went solo even when she got her ass out of jail. I'm just saying. Like she's JT is a good rapper. I like JT. Like she in my top 10 with the rest of the little girlies. Okay? Like is she up there? Is she I think she I would say JT up in like the top 5. Um but she's good at what she does. So, it's kind of like a whole I know. I ain't going to say that with Destiny's Child. That's a little different. But the group helped get their name out there to solidify them as a brand and who they are. Um, I think once they got to a certain stature, like JT could do it on her own. But Carisha said that she's told JT that she could do this on her own, and I 100% agree because she doing it, and I'm proud of her. Come on, JT, come on. Um, so like fast forward, because we've all seen a relationship kind of dwindle down into the drain. Um, I'm gonna be honest, because I see it happen all the time, and I'm gonna call it spade a spade. We, clearly she said that they don't talk as much as they used to. They're not as close as they used to be. The industry will do that. It will tear you apart. But but you also have to be really strong minded for that not to happen. But it just the industry is a competitive game. It's a competitive game, and everyone wants to be on top. Um, I feel like I feel like as time went on, and you know JT got into her relationship with Uzi. Then Carisha started dating Diddy. You got your coins, sis. That's all that matters. That's all I'm gonna say. You got your coins. Like what Beyonce said, get your money, get your money right. Got your money. So huh. You got that. Um, I feel like is when they both got into their relationships is when things started to I feel really take a turn. I'm not gonna say for the worse, but they definitely started to take a turn, basically. And that happens. It happens in everyday lives, even in amateur people's lives. You have a whole friend group, and unfortunately, when everyone starts getting into relationships, you know, y'all are still gonna be close, but y'all aren't gonna be as close as y'all used to be because now y'all time is being given to your significant other. It happens. That's life. Like that part, y'all need to stop. But as far as like, because I've seen like how they said Uzi disrespected Carisha and JT kind of let it. And I also seen comments where they said that Carisha's one of Carisha's exes in the way beginning. I think before they were famous. I think in the beginning, disrespected JT and called her the B word. Like, regardless of that, first of all, because it gives the elevator fight. The elevator fight. Of course, I'm go down when it's $1 billion on the elevator. Ooh, yeah. Like y'all can't be out here. Solange tore him up in that elevator, low key. She really tore him up, and Beyonce really stood there like a whole mannequin. Like it was the just watching, just watching. Why sister boop 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 like was really putting paws on that man in the corner of the elevator, and Beyonce was really a statue that day. Like it was a statue that day. It was they gave Nikki at the Met Gala when Cardi was trying to go off and kept telling her to come here. And Nikki was like, I'm staying right here. Stay on that wall like a family portrait, sis. Oh, man. The times. Harper Bazaar was a time that year. Jesus. But, yeah. So, like, moral to that part, like, that was their fault. That fault is on them too at that point. because you should really be checking your significant other, for real, and they really shouldn't be disrespecting your friends, your family. It's like you put them in check, and they should have been checked for that. Now I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I don't know if they was checked. I'm gonna hope that they was checked. Um, but yeah, I necessarily don't think that that had anything to do with their friendship dwindling down the way that it did. I don't think it really stemmed from their significant others disrespecting each other. Like, y'all get it, what I'm saying. I really think that it had everything to do with they got into the relationships and they started to grow apart. So what I want y'all to realize in life, right? Because again, we're all human, and just because they're celebrities, they're no different. They're still human at the end of the day. We still go through all of the same life experiences, just in different ways. Um, when you get older, as you mature, because I'm about to, give y'all a little life lesson tip. You get older and you mature. Unfortunately, the higher you start ascending in your vibration at that point, things around you start to change. You start craving different scenery, different groups of people, different mindsets. Like your mindset starts to change. Like, you know, you could love to shake your ass in the club, for the last 3 years, and then like the next year, all of a sudden, like, that's not your thing anymore. You like hanging around Billy, Bob, Jean, Kathy, Kate, Ashley, and Miley, and they your clique. That's been your clique for you know a, a decade, a little over a decade. Like y'all was tight, and then now all of a sudden, a year later, you don't want to hang out with them no more. Now your mindset switched and you're hanging it up, and now you find yourself hanging around another group of people that is going to elevate you at that time. Like, it happens. People grow apart. Like, that's life. That's really just life. People really do grow apart. It's not a bad thing. I think people just perceive it in a bad thing, but it also happens in so many ways. It doesn't just happen in the most subtle way. Like, it's not always going to be like that. Unfortunately for them, it's going to be different because they're in the spotlight, they're in the media, so things are going to be publicized. The media likes to spin narratives. They like to place the blame and to make it look like that person is Jafar and this person is Aladdin and that's Taylor Swift and that's Kanye and vice versa. Like, it happens, but people grow apart, and that's really just that. Like, you can't do nothing about that at that point. And in my opinion, I really think that they just grew apart. I'm not really about to place the blame on either side. I mean, I could play devil's advocate and, get them both. But what's the point at that point? Like, they're getting older, they're drifting apart. Like, it happens. It's really life. Like, they don't hate each other. They still get along. They still talk. They just don't talk how they used to. They're not as close as they used to. Like, it's gonna happen. You're not always gonna fit in with the person that you've seen forever in your life. Like, it's heartbreaking, very, very disheartening, but it's life, and you can't fight change. And that's something that I'm learning. Like, you cannot fight change. It's like death. It's inevitable. Like, it's gonna happen. Can't fight it. And the more you fight it, the worse it gets. Like, um, but yeah, they went, they got in their relationships, and, as they got older, things start to change. She was with Diddy, and I mean, Diddy gets into what Diddy gets into, but I don't feel like y'all need to fault Caresha for a lot of that. I mean, she got with the man. I don't know what y'all was expecting. She's telling her truth. I don't know if y'all was expecting another Cassie situation. Like, a man ain't going to treat every woman the same. That's just a given thing. He's not going to treat every woman the same. One might get it worse than the next one. He may treat the next one like a princess, and then treat that one like a whole queen. Like treat that one like a doormat on the floor. Like he's gonna treat every woman differently. So if y'all was expecting her to be on Carisha Please, pouring out, all of this like Cassie was doing, like y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop because that wasn't even no. But y'all really can't fault that girl for everything that he has going on right now because at the end of the day, she is her own person. He is his own person. He's did all the damage that he did in his life. She has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. She dealt with him, yes. But y'all gonna blame that girl just for association at that point. And that's not fair to her. Like it's really not fair to her. Y'all can't do that girl like that. That man created his own problems. His problems is his problems. His problems ain't her problems. Like she came in after he was doing all of that what he did. Like, and that's just that. So leave that girl alone. For real. Leave that girl alone. Um, cause y'all acting like straight bullies out here. I hate that for y'all. Cause on the internet, y'all be talking hella shit. And in person, y'all be mute. And y'all worse than DJ Academics. Literally. And that man's annoying as hell. Um, but yeah, they drifted apart. Now they're in they're I would like to say that they're finding themselves and who it is that they want to be. I feel like they're really trying to find themselves. Like they're really just finding themselves. That's really all that's happening. That's what y'all are witnessing. They're finding themselves. What works for them, where they see their life heading, the people that they surround themselves with, the ones that they really click with. And it's not to say that they don't click with each other. They just don't click with each other the way that they used to. They're just growing apart. Your taste and stuff is now becoming different from what hers is. What Carisha may like, JT don't like. What JT like, Carisha don't like. That's why y'all see Carisha with Ari and Lotto and all of them. Like they go out, they party, they be in the clubs, they do all of that. JT don't do that. Clearly, as y'all can see, sis was out on a whole dinner with Solange. Solange. Girl is hanging with Vera Wang. Like that's two different. They're in two different lanes now, but they're finding themselves and what they like and what they choose to indulge in. It's nothing wrong with it. Y'all do the same exact thing. I do the same exact thing. Like you're gonna grow apart. You're gonna grow apart from people. But child, got me on here like preaching, turning this into a whole life lesson. Um, but yeah, um, let them folks be happy. Let them be happy. But at the end of the day, like y'all don't know what the people go through behind the scenes. Like we don't know what they go through. Just like when we see each other out on the streets and X, Y, and Z, like y'all don't. We don't know what each other go through behind closed doors. It seems all good, fine, and dandy on the outside, but behind them closed doors, you don't know what the hell be happening. So I could be sucking dick, and you would never know. I ain't have to drag. I ain't have to drag it like that. But I mean, could be sucking dick in the parking lot behind closed doors, and you would never know. Just saying, sucking dick in the parking lot is crazy. Um, but yeah, now I will say that on the first return episode for her season, um, I felt like she was trying to touch on. I seen clips. I didn't watch the whole thing. But I felt like she was trying to touch on all of them. Now I felt like she should have spoke more. I'm not gonna no. Let me recant that. I feel like the people were looking for her to tell her side of the story more with the whole Diddy aspect, more so the JT aspect. Now she did have more to say more about the whole JT situation and the City Girls with them, more than she had to say with Diddy. But at the end of the day, what we also have to realize too is that her and JT had like that's decades of friendship. Like there's so much more to touch on in that topic. She's going to be more emotional and more vulnerable because that right there is more of a sensitive topic for her. She has to adjust to that more so. With Diddy, she was only with that man for like what, 2 years, 2 3 years, 1 to 3 years, somewhere in that timeline. She ain't even know that man like that. So it's not, y'all can't expect her to touch on a lot. It's not really much that she could touch on. And the information that y'all really looking for is really just to be in his business. Now say y'all not, because that's the information y'all really looking for. Is to be in that man business and become TMZ. And y'all didn't get that. And I think that's what y'all really upset about. She's going to tell her side of the story, not his side of the story, her side of the story. But she also has to do it to where she's not telling that man business either. Like y'all keep forgetting. Like even when you is a celebrity, and I'm not a celebrity, but I'm going. It's coming. I'm gonna be there. It's coming. As a celebrity, you still gotta watch what you say with interviews, even when you're telling your truth about something. And I'm learning that now. When you're telling your truth, you have to tell your truth, but you also have to be mindful of that person's business being broadcasted. Mm, I had a moment. Wow. Hated for it to be that way. God spun that block. But that yeah, y'all that don't mind that. That was a. It's for me to know and you for shit. For me to know and for you to never find out. So yeah, that part that was yeah. Back to the subject. Um, yeah, y'all was looking for that lady to tell that man business. No, she's telling her side of the story, what she's experienced, and that's just that. Um, she touched on everything with JT, the group, the music, all of that. Like, I don't feel like what she said was wrong, and I'm not picking sides, because I mean, there is. If you really ask me, I mean, and that's something I'm not really going to deep dive into it, but like, I feel like there's faults on both ends when it comes to situations with them. There is faults on both ends. Like neither one of them. I feel like is 100% right in the situation. But at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. We don't know these people. Unless you grew up with them and y'all went to school with them and y'all was out there in the back of the music video, real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. Big Birkin bag, hoe, 5 6 figures, straight so my so he caught his on a skimming ass chest. Same group of add into the picture, drop a couple watches, get bigger. And I'm getting at you. I ain't got time for these assholes. Fake ass shoes and the fake ass clothes. I'm the realest bitch ever see this asshole act up. You could get snatched up. I'll be replacing it with smacked up. I don't know why. Lil Yachty was a goat for that verse. The whole song, honestly. Cause y'all would have never knew that man wrote that song if he didn't tell y'all. Go ahead, Lil Yachty. But yeah. Low key forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Unless y'all was being video vixens. Shake that asshole. Shake that asshole. Shake that asshole. In the back of the music video. I don't know them people. Y'all don't know them people. But Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it because I do need to watch it. So I'm gonna go watch it. Um, Child, I wish I was a fly on the wall that day when they filmed. Wish I was a fly on the wall when they filmed. I needs the tea. But I seen a lot of people were saying it was scripted, that this was planned, and that y'all rehearsed this and da 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 da. Y'all don't know them people. Y'all don't know what them people did. Like, damn, stop always trying to take something from somebody. Like, y'all stop being bitter. Go find yourself and heal. Like, stay out the damn comment section talking shit. That's all y'all do. Like, if that's the case, don't get a at home job so your ass can be on a computer all day. Or go take a course from DJ Academics if y'all really want to do it properly, because he don't do nothing but troll. Um, but no, at the end of the day, I'm proud of the both of them. Um, Regardless of what the situation is, they're only getting older. They're going through life like we going through life. They're navigating life like we're trying to navigate life. They're finding themselves and who they are, just like we're doing, and it's not a bad thing. Y'all need to stop pitting the women against each other. Stop trying, like, in social media. Y'all play a really big, huge part in it. Like, y'all fuels the fire, especially when it comes to people separating, breaking up, doing stuff. Like, social media is, y'all be doing y'all big one, and y'all be behind a lot of it. Like, y'all don't help, y'all fuel it. And this is why I say that, you know you you have to be mentally strong to be in that industry and not let people in the media get to you, because at the end of the day, if you really know that person, then you know that person. The media, social media, none of these people on these keyboards typing should be able to tell you nothing about a person that you know personally. Make it make sense, people. Unlock that other part of your brain. But yeah, like I said, I'm proud of both of them. They're doing their thing. Um, if I could just give one tip, Carisha, I think you should just step away from music. And I'm not saying that you can't do music, um, but this is just my opinion. I feel like I can see you doing so. Like, I really feel like you should invest a lot into Carisha, please. I really think you should. Um, I really think you should model, because, like, I really believe that you can model. I feel like you could do a clothing line. Like, I just feel like there's so many things that you can do outside of music. I don't think you really need music. You can do music. I just don't think music is your strong suit. I really don't. This is coming genuinely from the heart. I ain't trying to hate this. I ain't trying to do none of that. I mean, if you like it, I love it. But I can see you, like, really taking off in so many other things, especially with Carisha, please. Like, I really do see it. And I love that for you. Um, JT, keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Music is definitely there for you. Um, I feel like, you could also do the same thing. I can see you modeling, fashion. Like, I can see all of that for you. Like, it's so many other categories that you could jump into and do. It's categories that y'all could both go jump into, not just music, but so many things. But yeah, because I'm not, yeah, like I said, I'm not deep diving, because I mean the situations is what it is. um I'm not tearing them apart. I'm not about to drag them either, like y'all be doing. um it's life, it happens, and that's just that. So yeah, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching episode 5 of Brown Chair. I will see you guys in the next episode. And like I always say, be you, be breezy, be easy, be that person. You are him and you are her. Don't let no one tell you differently, okay? Because you're perfect, because you are you. And always remember that. I was about to do it the wrong way. Always remember that, okay? The straights, the gays, the lesbos, the Asians, the Philippines, the blacks, the whites, all of y'all are all it, okay? So remember that. And until next time, signing off, okay? Goodbye.